Hi guys, welcome to Tech Press with yet another video. In this video, I want to give you a quick tip on uh, where winds meet. The game is super heavy and super heavy on. I mean, it's a high demanding game. Yeah, actually, even minimum requirements is 16 gigabytes. However, if you have a mid-end PC, you might be having some issues playing the game, especially if you want to stream at the same time. Like my PC is running on 2060 Super graphics card. That's pretty old, uh, considering the current standard. So you might be wondering how to increase the FPS on worlds where we meet. The problem is, especially if you stream and play at the same time or record the video and play at the same time, sometimes you may be having frame rate around 40, 50 FPS, even on balanced or a medium quality graphic settings. But I'll show you how to get maximum frame rate even with quality graphic settings. Even high quality graphic settings, you might sometimes you can actually get around 80 to 100 frame per second even when you stream or record the game on PCs like mine. Like right now, my PC is running on 3700X Ryzen 7 3700X and 2060 Super RTX, of course. So what you need to do is just go to Steam. Yes, of course, it's on computer, and I have installed the game from Steam. And if you're on Steam, just go to the Steam and just right click and go to properties. Then on the general, there is a selected launch option. Choose where winds meet DirectX 12. There is DirectX 11, the usual one. Go for this DirectX 12 because with the DirectX 12 there is resolution, super resolution scaling option available on the graphic settings of the game. So that's why you should be going for this. You have multiple resolution scaling option like Intel scaling option XEE or something, then NVIDIA's scaling option, and also AMD's FSR prime generation, as well as its resolution scaling features. So that's why you should be going with, you should set the launch option to DirectX 12 version of the game. Okay. Then after that, just close and launch the game. And here you can actually see that the maximum frame rate I get right now as I record on the same PC, that's around 50 or 60 frame per second. And that's to not, the graphics is not set to max level like ultra or high. It's set to quality. There are different quality settings like the performance, balanced, and quality. And with the balanced, you could get around um, 60, 65, like that constantly, especially as you record in the background. And if you don't record, so of course, even with the quality settings, you should be getting around 60, 65. But if you record or stream in the background, the frame will drop suddenly, and sometimes there will be frame dropping, glitching, stuttering kind of issues. But even with that, you get maximum 60, 65. That's it. But if you change that settings from display, just go to the display, then go to, after enabling this variance meet to DirectX 12 on Steam launch option, go to settings and display. And here on the display, there is this option, super resolution sampling. That's now disabled right now. And I have enabled the anti-aliasing, and that's when I get around 50, 60 of frame per second. And if you enable this, there are different options like FSR, DLSS, XESS. And XESS is actually an AI generated resolution scaling, and it only supports DirectX 12. and there is DLSS as well. That's NVIDIA GPU supported resolution scaling, but two of these don't have this frame generation option here on the, especially if you have middle PCs like this, it doesn't support the frame generation option. But if you are running on, and if you enable this FSR, you have both options like the resolution scaling as well as frame generation. So just enable this frame generation and set the resolution quality like 7073. That would be fine. And if you go higher, that might affect the performance of your. It may have a negative impact on the performance of your game. It may cause frame dropping sometimes. So set it to around 70, 73, then go to the visual details and set it to quality or even ultra. Then what you needed to do is just adjust this view distance to medium and some other details to high from ultra. So things should be fine. And you should be getting around 80, 100 frames per second without any issues, even when you stream or record in the background. So I have set almost everything to high and except this one medium. So uh, let's try first high. Let's set it to high and let's see what happens. Okay. So here you can see that I'm actually getting 100 frames per second, even with high settings. So that's pretty decent, and also it feels really great playing this game with this much frame. It feels really smooth. Sometimes there may be sometimes it may glitch, like sudden frame drop like to 60, 50. That's because um, it's not a native frame, so it's actually software generated. So that's why it happens sometimes. So otherwise it's pretty smooth. Even when recording in the background, it feels really great. Otherwise I would be getting around 40, 45 frames per second, especially while streaming or recording in the background. If you don't record, that's fine. You would be getting around 60, 65 even without these resolution scaling features that you have just enabled. That's called FSR. Okay. See that? You still get around 80, 90, 100 frames per second. So that's what I just wanted to share with you. So now you may enjoy the game, right? So here, let's go there, display, and cursor. That's it. Bye.